Hey everyone, how's it going? Shuffle's back here with another video, and today we're going to talk about Brokkir. So, we have a Brokkir banner coming up on the global server in a few days, and a lot of people have been asking if they should summon for this guy, and the answer is probably. um, he is arguably the best tank in the game, and will be for at least quite a bit. He's got a very good defensive kit. If you're looking for a tank that can tank, he is your guy. So let's take a quick look at his kit. If you're looking for a Valeria video, I just recorded that one. I don't know what order they're going to come out in, so if it's not already on my channel, it'll be on the channel soon. But Brokir's our topic for today. So first off, his talent reduces let me try this again. Reduces adjacent allies' damage taken by 10%. If the hero is inflicted with freeze, the reduced damage is increased to 30%. And he does freeze himself, so reducing allies' damage that are right beside him by 30% would be huge. And then if you're wondering, his cost is 19. He has 0 range, 28, 29k HP with 4k defense, pretty good base stats, and somewhat high cost, but 2.4 attack interval is solid as well. Pretty standard all around, and he blocks 3. So starting with the basic attack, good news, you can't upgrade the basic attack, so skill ups will be relatively cheap, but just deals damage to one enemy, nothing overly exciting. His passive, receiving damage, has 10% chance to inflict freeze on 2 enemies in range. If the hero has freeze, the chance will be increased to 20%. So if he's frozen, 20% chance up to 25 of freezing whoever hits him and one other person. Or if he's not frozen, 10% chance up to 15% chance of freezing them. Freeze lasts for 1 second. So 1 second freeze. But it might be enough to buy you enough time to kill them or do whatever you gotta do. So nice passive. Not to mention that his talent is going to be reducing damage to those around you, so it's going to keep him safe. His second passive, when receiving fatal damage for the first time, he freezes himself and becomes immune to all damage for 8 seconds. The really nice thing about this is that you can heal him while he's frozen and not taking damage. So if he gets all the way down to the bottom and he's about to die, he'll then suddenly freeze himself. It becomes immune to damage. You can heal him all the way back to full, and if he's a 100k HP unit, 8 seconds later, he's probably going to be full health again. And he's not taking damage in the meantime, so all of a sudden they have to go through the entire 100k health again. So that is a huge passive. And when we get into his awakenings, that is going to be even more prevalent. And then moving over to his ult, gains freeze and a shield equal to 80% of max HP during the effective freeze. The freeze effect will disappear with the shield. So basically, you can choose to freeze yourself, which is very weird. But the freeze of yourself, because he's not really doing much in the way of damage, so you just freeze yourself, and you're protecting the allies around you, right? The damage to the allies beside you are now taking, instead of assuming you skill them up, which you should, are now taking 25. This is the other passive. Are now taking 30% less damage. So they're assuming once he gets frozen, they're taking 30% less damage instead of 10% less damage. And the enemies that are hitting him are now taking 25% or 25% chance to get frozen instead of 15%. And then this doesn't come into play. But the 80% shield of max HP, like if he's got 100k HP, that's going to be an 80,000 HP shield, which is pretty crazy. So, and there doesn't seem like there's a timer on it. So he is just going to get an 80% shield, and that 80% shield increases by 40%. So that's going to be a 120% shield. So once skilled up, if it's 100k max HP, all of a sudden you have 220k available HP. Not to mention that everybody's taking less damage as well, and has a chance to freeze themselves. Nothing is getting through this guy. That is an insane amount of HP and an insane shield. Not to mention that he's keeping stuff from dying beside you as well. So, really, really nice kit. He is definitely on my most wanted list, at or near the top. And I really hope I get him this weekend. I will be summoning. Whoa. That came out of nowhere. Sorry. Bless me. But yeah, I really hope I get him this weekend. He is one of the best tanks in the game, and if you don't have him and you could use another tank, he's definitely worth going for. If we take a look at his reviews real quick, actually not great, which is kind of surprising. He's going to be top tier in Gear Raid 2. I would say this rating should be higher. For faction trials, that's a clear 5. There's no reason for that to not be a 5. Artifact material raid, he could definitely do. I think the reason this is probably lower is because people are tanking it with damage at this point. Because once you can clear 18, you can do speed runs, and there's really no need to have a crazy tank in there. Obviously, good for Tide. Not a lot you would need him for an arena, so I could see that. And most people have probably already done like story and stuff on this server. So, one of the best tanks in the game, regardless. And if you need to be able to tank something, particularly for stronger content, he is going to be an auto pick. I think people just prefer damage; they don't rate him as crazy high. Taking a look at his awakenings, inflicts freeze on up to 5 enemies when the shield from the ultimate is gone. Pretty nice awakening. Up to 5 enemies would be pretty crazy. Base HP from his second awakening. This is when it says HP or if it says attack, that goes on your base stats. So this then gets multiplied by your gear. So base HP is actually pretty big. A3, when the hero is inflicted with freeze, increases receiving healed and shield effects by 20%. So if you get him to A3 and he's putting 120% shield on himself, that then also gets increased by another 20% on top of it, and whatever healing you're taking is also getting increased. And if he takes fatal damage and freezes himself, he will get healed back to full even faster, which is also ridiculous. So A3 is a big benchmark there. All damage reductions up by 8%. So it's going to bring you up to 38% damage reduction on adjacent units of yours, which is pretty crazy. And then finally, his A5, when Iceberg expires, which is the fatal damage one, he restores 100% max HP. So if he receives fatal damage, he freezes himself, and you don't even have to heal him. He just heals himself to full. So he's guaranteed 2 full HP bars. Now, unfortunately, this can only happen once. Yeah, only for the first time. Can only happen once, but still, that's pretty ridiculous. And that's a huge safety valve. So keep that in mind. If you guys are one of the crazy people that's able to summon like 5 or 6 of him all in one go, then congrats. But he's got an insane kit. I will definitely be summoning for him. I'm looking forward to hopefully having him in my team. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Hopefully it helped you out a little bit. Enough with the packs. I'm trying to wrap up the video. But again, hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. I would appreciate it. Hopefully you all have a good night, and we will see you all next time. Bye for now, guys.